Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. Um, I'll welcome you in. Happy Wednesday. I know for some of you it's a crazy Wednesday. I do pray for all my friends and family that are in the Florida area. I got friends that live all over. Um, have friends who knows what their house is like down in Fort Myers area, and I also have friends all along the coast, and of course in the Orlando area and family. So, um, my thoughts and prayers and everything for safety, and hopefully for all of you in the central area that maybe things will be minor and nothing too major. I'm not sure what my friends in Fort Myers with their houses and stuff will be like, but I do pray for all of you. So, but welcome in. I know some of you that come in. Hi, you're welcome, Donna. I've been watching a lot of you guys show what it's like around your houses and stuff, especially in the central. I do have a niece and a cousin. Hello, Megan, that live in the surrounding areas of Orlando. My niece used to live over by SeaWorld, moved over the weekend towards the Four Corners and between like Champions Gate and in that area by the Champions Gate. So, and I have a cousin who lives up on 27 in the Claremont, Polk County area. So, yeah, I think about them. And I haven't really seen any posts or anything from my niece, but I know her parents, and I'm sure she's keeping them up to date, or if they need to, and everything. And I'm sure her dad gave her different advice of making sure different stuff was prepared and everything like that. But we'll welcome everyone in. Hello, Sebastian the Crab, Donna Jaworski, Megan, R. Johns, thank you for joining. Coaster Mom. Let's see who else I might have missed here. Pulling up the stream so that way I could see who is all in here. So let's see. Hello, Francisco, Karki, Donna Jaworski, Coaster Mom, Sebastian the Crab, Megan, Arjons. So welcome in. We'll do some trivia. I know for some of you, if you need to go because of the weather or you're saving batteries or whatever, that's fine. I know other people will be kind of in and out streaming and stuff. I know Pete just went live with one of his creator talks. So, but I do appreciate you stopping in. Just make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We'll be doing some trivia. Um, we'll stick with the people like the pop culture. So we have the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and if you're one of the people and you answer and you like Disney, I do have Disney trivia also. That way everybody has a chance to get their favorite trivia going and everything. So so we'll get started here. And I do thank you all for joining. So let's see here. Put that there. So, Francisco, if you would like to pick a decade that we could start with, or you can pick a Disney question, but it's the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or a Disney question. So, Francisco, you can choose what question that you would like us to start off with today. And I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you out in Disneyland. That was something I would have liked to have done. Um, so I'm sorry that you weren't feeling too well and be able to come out and meet. But that would have been really cool to meet you out in Disneyland when I was out there. So you never know. I might get out there again. I know I do definitely want to go back now. I really enjoyed the Disneyland park a lot. Welcome in, Kathy Hollister. Thank you for joining. But here we go with a Disney question. Ooh, interesting. For which show? Wait a minute. That's not. Let me. I did this one already. So let me pick a different card. Sorry, that's sticking. But here we go with a Disney question. We will go with this. So, Dance of the Reed Flutes is from what animated feature? Dance of the Reed Flutes is from what animated feature? Bambi, Fantasia, or Alice in Wonderland? So this was a music question. But Dance of the Reed Flutes is from what animated feature? Bambi, Fantasia, or Alice in Wonderland? And we have our answer. It is Fantasia. So Kathy Hollister, Donna Jaworski, and Coaster Mom. With Fantasia. These questions are actually hard, some of these Disney ones here. Okay, Kathy Hollister, you get to pick the next category. Welcome in, Penguin Master. Hope you had a good day. Welcome in. So, Kathy Hollister, you can pick the next category. The 50s. The 50s. Here we go with the 50s. First introduced in 1953, which car company manufactures the Corvette? First introduced in 1953, which car company manufactures the Corvette? And we have our answer. It is Chevrolet. Chevrolet. So we have Kathy Hollister, Donna Jaworski, and Coaster Mom again with Chevrolet. Okay, Kathy, you get to pick the category again. Okay, she would like the 60s. Welcome in, Surfer Girl Cherie. Yeah, Garrett might have to stay live overnight with his calming music and stuff for people. He had the most people this morning I've seen. Welcome in, Surfer Girl Cherie. Here we go with the 1960s. Which product was marketed for many years with the slogan, melt in your mouth, not in your hands? Which product was marketed for many years with the slogan, melt in your mouth, not in your hands? Welcome in, Pam Spam. Good to see you. Welcome in, Sebastian the Crab. And we have our answer. It is M&M's. M&M's. So, Sebastian the Crab. Let's see. Kathy Hollister. And Donna Jaworski. And Donna Jaworski. Good job. Okay, Jeanette, you get to pick the next category. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or a Disney question. Okay, jumping right into those 80s. Yeah, I had seen that you had lived down in South Florida there and everything. The closest that, I'm not last year or 2 years ago when Dorian came, but I ended up leaving before it was supposed to come in, and then it really didn't come in except like a storm. And when I lived down there, they didn't have anything that major back in the late 80s or early 80s or 90s, I'm sorry. At least when I lived there, I just remember bad storms where, they still had the ride out crews and stuff because one of my team members, he lived in a trailer and he figured, well, I might as well sign up for that because if something would happen, a trailer isn't good in those types of situations. Okay, we are doing the 80s. What was the name of the short, flounced, layered skirt that was popular fashion trend for teenage girls during the 80s? What was the name of the short, flounced, layer skirt that was a popular fashion trend for teenage girls during the early 80s? I'm not sure if anyone will get it. Not the poodle skirt. That's more 50s, 60s. And they don't really say mini skirt, so I'm not sure if that's what this word means. The mini skirts. Yeah, the 80s. And I'm not sure. I've never really heard this name for the skirt. So if nobody really gets it, I will give the answer and we'll do another 80s question. What was the name of the short, flounced layer skirt that was a popular fashion trend for teenage girls during the 80s? And it seems like it's like kind of a nickname cheerleader skirt. Like a nickname cheerleader skirt. Hello, Wild 1995. And I'll go ahead and give the answer just because like I said, you might, once I say the name, you might be like, oh, but I'm thinking, no, you're not too late, Molly. Well, welcome in. Welcome in, Billy. Kenzie Dace's mom. But it was called a rah-rah skirt. A rah-rah skirt. So I'll go ahead and do another 80s question. But the question that was before was, what was the name of the short flounced layer skirt that was popular fashion trend for teenage girls during the early 80s? They called it a rah-rah skirt. So it could have been like a mini skirt, but they called it a rah-rah skirt. But welcome in, Billy and Monorail Molly. Yeah, neither have I. Hello, EMB. Welcome in. So I'll go ahead and do another 80s question. Yeah, neither have I there. Okay, here we go. Who traded places with Eddie Murphy in the 1983 comedy film Trading Places? Who traded places with Eddie Murphy in the 1983 comedy film Trading Places? And we have our answer. It was Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd was opposite of Eddie Murphy. who traded places with Eddie Murphy in the 1983 comedy film Trading Places? Dan Aykroyd. And I don't know if he actually traded places. I think his family made him trade places, from what I remember. Okay, so Coaster Mom, Pam, no, not Pam, Surfer Girl 326, and Ian B with Dan Aykroyd. Ian B. Hello, Anna Isabel. Thank you for joining. Okay, let's see who got it first. It was Coaster Mom. So you get to pick the next category. And she would like the 90s. The 90s. Let's see here. So we had Coaster Mom. Let's go back. Let's see. Coaster Mom, Surfer Girl, and Ian B. And we're going with the 90s. Here we go with the 90s. Which design of shoe featuring a removable wheel embedded in the heel was patented in 1999? Which design of shoe featuring a removable wheel embedded in the heel was patented in 1999? Okay, we have our answer. It is Heelys. Heelys, Heelys. Heelys. So the first person that got it, I know it's not spelled right, but they did write Heelys, was Coaster Mom, Pam's Fam, and Surfer Girl with the Heelys. Welcome in, Mike Cabral. Thank you for joining. I have never heard of Heelys. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Wheelies, Heelys. Okay, so Coaster Mom, you get to keep control of the board. So, Coaster Mom. $2,000s. Wow, we're hitting all the categories. All we need is the 70s, and we would hit all the categories. Okay, here we go with the 2000s. Which online digital media store opened in 2003 and has been the largest music vendor in the US since April 2008? Which online digital media store opened in 2003 and has been the largest music vendor in the US since April 2008? So far, nobody has the correct answer. It is not Amazon, but that's a great answer. It is not Amazon. Skechers. Music. Well, I see one correct answer, and it was Pam's Fam with iTunes. With iTunes. So Pam's Fam is the only one that got it correct with iTunes. I did see a couple of you had apple, but then you erased it before I could get to the answer. So Pam Spam gets it correct. And you have control of the board, Pam Spam. So good job. You can pick the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or a Disney question. Pam. Welcome in, Dave Stragan. Thank you for joining. And if you haven't already done so, please hit that thumbs up button, especially if you're in and out. I know other people are live, or some of you are not in a good situation with the storms coming through there, through the hurricane coming through, or the Florida area. So, and right now, I know people that are in the East Coast, especially Daytona Beach, they're being told to move out or out of the go inland a bit. So Pam Spam, you get to pick the next category. Yeah, I believe they probably were, because it was in and out when they were out on last. And then it's getting dark out now. So Pam, you get to pick. Okay, a Disney question. Somehow I must have missed. Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, I missed it. Sorry about that, Pam. We'll get you a Disney question. Oh, boy, these ones are hard. I may find a different question because these ones are really hard. Okay, here we go. True or false? The Skeleton Dance was the first cartoon in the Silly Symphony cartoon series. True or false? The Skeleton Dance was the first cartoon in the Silly Symphony cartoon series. And we have our answer. It is true. It is true. The Skeleton Dance. So Kathy Hollister, Donna Jaworski, and Pam Spam. Good job, everyone. Now, I see they have some really cool merchandise for that Skeleton Dance cartoon out now. Saw that they had shirts for men and the bucket hats, because I think Angela bought one of the bucket hats for the Skeleton Dance. And there was something else I had seen. And Kathy would like to hit up the 70s. So that means we got all the decades there that I have available. So the 70s. Here we go. Kate Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Jacqueline Smith made up which crime-fighting trio? Kate Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Jacqueline Smith made up which crime-fighting trio? And we have our answer. It is Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels. So Pam Spam, Coaster Mom, and Billy, Kenzie Days' mom. Welcome to the board, Billy. Welcome in, John Surfbomb. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good day. Okay. So, Pam, you get to pick the category again. But welcome in, John. Thank you for joining. The 80s. We're going back to the 80s. Put a pumpkin up. Okay, here we go. Which three actors played the role of James Bond during the 80s? Which three actors played the role of James Bond during the 80s? You only have to name one of them. So I'll take the first three people that name one of the James Bonds during the 80s. Which three actors played the role of James Bond during the 80s? And we have our answer. We have our answer. John Surfum. He got it correct with Roger Moore. Billy, Kenzie Days' mom, named Sean Connery. And let's see. Donna got Sean Connery and Roger Moore. And the last one was Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton. So Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, and Sean Connery were the three actors that were James Bond during the 80s. Yeah, I think Pierce Brosnan was a little bit later there. Okay, so John, you get to pick the category. You can pick the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or a Disney question. He's going with the 60s. Here we go with the 60s. I didn't know this answer. What was the name of the home city of the Jetsons? Yeah, we do need a John Stamos category. Lisa would win it every time. What was the name of the home city of the Jetsons? I didn't know that they had a name to their city. What was the name of the home city of the Jetsons? Tomorrowland. No clue. Giving a few more people to see if they can do that. Meet George Jetson and his wife. Yeah, I never knew they named the city. They must have had a sign somewhere. I'll see if anybody else gets it. Okay, Pam's fam got it. It is Orbit City. Orbit City. So Pam's fam, good job with Orbit City. Okay, Pam, you get to pick the next category. Just let me know, Pam, what category you would like to have. Hopefully I didn't freeze. Okay, she would like Disney. Okay, here we go with a Disney question. Which Disney princess character sings Someday My Prince Will Come? Which Disney princess character sings Someday My Prince Will Come? Okay, thank you, Ian B, for dropping in. You got one question correct. Which Disney princess character sings "Someday My Prince Will Come"? Hello, Karki. Okay, we have our answer. It is Snow White. Snow White is the princess. That's the answer they have there. So, Karki, welcome in. You got it correct first with Snow White, and Donna Jaworski got it. Snow White. So, good job, Karki. And Karki, you have control of the board of which category you would like to pick. Disney, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s. So you get to choose Karki. Okay, she wants the 80s. Okay, let's see if anybody can get this one. Heaven is a Place on Earth was a hit for whom in 1987? Heaven is a Place on Earth was a hit for whom in 1987? And we have our answer. It is Belinda Carlisle. Belinda Carlisle. And the first person to get it was Billy. Then we have Sebastian the Crab and Karki. And Karki. So, Billy, you get to pick the next category. Good job. Hard to type and eat. And hello, Tracy, if you're in the background. Okay, she would like to stick with the 80s. Here we go. What was the name of the principal at California's Bayside High School in the sitcom Saved by the Bell? Oh, okay. Well, at least if he watches the replay. No. What was the name of the principal at California's Bayside High School in the sitcom Saved by the Bell? What was the name of the principal in Saved by the Bell? And we have our answer. It was Mr. Belding. Mr. Belding. So we have Donna Jaworski, Coaster Mom, and Sebastian the Crab. Sebastian the Crab with Mr. Belding. Okay, Donna, you get to pick the next category. I'm glad I didn't type my answer. It was wrong. It kept changing Belding. Yeah, that darn autocorrect. That does it to you all the time. Okay, we're going back to the 70s. Nurse Ratched was the main antagonist in which 1975 film starring Jack Nicholson? Nurse Ratched was the main antagonist in which 1975 film starring Jack Nicholson? And we have our answer. It is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So let's see who we have. We have Coaster Mom, Kathy Hollister, Dave Stragan, and one more because Kathy just did a abbreviation, so Karki gets a point also for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Let me double check something. Yeah, Karki came above that. Okay, Coaster Mom, you get to pick the next category. Welcome back, Cherie. Thank you for joining back. But Coaster Mom gets it. Yeah, I can understand that there. Okay, she would like the 80s. So we're going back to the 80s. There we go with the 80s. Name the animatronic storytelling bear that was launched in 1985 and worked with an audio tape cassette deck built into its back. Name the animatronic storytelling bear that was launched in 1985 and worked with an audio tape cassette deck built into its back. And let's see who got it. Well, nobody spelled it right. Well, Karki ended up spelling it right. But we do have Kathy Hollister. I'm probably going to give everybody a point that guessed it. Kathy Hollister, Sebastian the Crab, Donna Jaworski, Pam's Fam, Coaster Mom, Karki, and Surfer Girl and Dave. Dave and Surfer Girl. But the first person that spelled it right was... let's see. Was Coaster Mom. She's the first. Wait a minute, not Coaster Mom. Yeah, Coaster Mom was the first one to spell it. Oh no, actually, Donna Jaworski was the first one to spell it right. Teddy Ruxpin. So Donna gets to pick the next category. Yeah, good luck with this one. Yeah, because Ruxpin was Ruxpin. So Donna Jaworski, you get to pick the next category. Okay, she would like the 60s, the 1960s. Here we go with the 60s. John Wayne won his one and only Oscar for which 1969 Western film? John Wayne won his one and only Oscar for which 1969 Western film? Oh, she wanted the 50s. Ah, darn. I'll get the 50s on the next one, so that was my fault. But Coaster Mom, Pam's Fam, and John Surfbum got it with True Grit. So Coaster Mom, Pam's Fam, and Surfbum got it first with True Grit. And now we're going to do the 50s, the 1950s. And Donna got it correct. The 5 looked like a 6. Sorry about that. But we're going to do the 1950s. So here we go. Which professional golfer was nicknamed the King? Which professional golfer was nicknamed the King? This is a 1950s question. Which professional golfer was nicknamed the King? And the correct answer is Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer. So Donna Jaworski and Kathy Hollister. Yes, that is a good drink. The mixture of lemonade and iced tea. But Arnold Palmer. So Donna, you get to pick the next category again. Let's go back to the 80s. Okay. Back to the 80s. Here we go with the 80s. Which basic cable and satellite television news channel was founded in 1980 by media proprietor Ted Turner? Which basic cable and satellite television news channel was founded in 1980 by media proprietor Ted Turner? Remember, news channel. I do see the correct answer, though. I'll see if anybody else gets it. And if not, I will give the answer. Okay, the answer is CNN. CNN, because that's the news channel. TBS is like the other channel that he had. Well, he owned a lot of them. But it was CNN, Donna Jaworski, and Coaster Mom. Good job. Guess it's not the Turner Broadcasting. Nah. But that's a good guess, though. It was CNN. So Donna keeps control of the board. Okay, she would like to do the 70s. The 70s. Here we go. What is the name of the famous multi-venue performing arts building that opened in Australia in 1973? What is the name of the famous multi-venue performing arts building that opened in Australia in 1973? And I know you all have seen it before on television. And we have our answer. It is the Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House. So we have Coaster Mom, Pam's Fam, and Donna Jaworski with the Sydney Opera House. Good job, everyone. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way. Okay, Coaster Mom, you get to pick the next category. And she's going with the 90s. The 90s. Here we go with the 90s. Who starred as Agent K and J in the 1997 film Men in Black? Who starred as Agent K and J in the 1997 film Men in Black? What two actors? Okay, the way I'll handle this, let's see. Donna Jaworski got one of them. Then John, you got one of them. But Billy got them both first. Then Karki got one of them. Kathy Hollister got one of them. Coaster Mom got both. And then Donna came up with Tommy Lee Jones. And Pam's fam got them both. So Billy gets the control of the board because she was the first one to get both of them. Yeah, that happens. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should have just had you each guess one or the other. But Billy gets to pick the next category. And she would like the 80s. The 80s. Here we go with the 80s. In the crime drama TV series Magnum P.I., starring Tom Selleck, where in the U.S. did the private investigator live? In the crime drama TV series Magnum P.I., starring Tom Selleck, where in the U.S. did the private investigator live? And we have our answer. It is Hawaii. Hawaii. So we have Donna Jaworski, Kathy Hollister, John Serpum. Pretty much everybody got it. Coaster Mom, Billy, and Dave and Pam. Dave, Pam. Where is Pam's name? Yeah, Tom Selleck, wasn't he Baywatch or no? Maybe not. Oh no, he was Magnum PI. Sorry. Yeah, Magnum PI. It was done in Hawaii. Okay, the first person that got it was Donna. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. I got it mixed up there. Good job, Pam. Yeah, Baywatch was David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson. Welcome into Our Dreams, Jeff, Angela. Thank you for joining. Okay, Donna, you get to pick the next category. Okay, let's see what she wants to pick here. And she would like the 60s. The 60s. Okay, here we go with the 60s. What was the name of the frontman for the British pop group Herman's Hermits? What was the name of the frontman for the British pop group Herman's Hermit? And I know some of you have seen him in Epcot. Who was the frontman for the British pop group Herman's Hermit? Yeah, I hope you guys are doing good down there. And actually, the only person that got it correct is Donna Jaworski. Donna Jaworski. And then Pam comes in right as I was getting ready to say it is Peter Nunn or Known. Peter Known. Noon. No one. I like Pam's way of spelling it. Okay, Donna, you get to pick the category again. Okay, the 90s. The 90s. We're going with the 90s. Here we go. Which cartoon series first aired in 1999 and revolved around the Griffin family and their anthropomorphic dog Brian? Which cartoon series first aired in 1999 and revolved around the Griffin family and their anthropomorphic dog Brian? And we have our answer. It is the Family Guy. The Family Guy. So Pam's fam got it first. Donna Jaworski and Coaster Mom with the Family Guy. Charlie's Angels. We had that question already. Okay, Pam, you get to pick the next category. Okay, she'd like to go back to the 70s. The 70s. Who sang I Write the Songs, which reached number one on Billboard's Hot 100 in January 1976? Who sang I Write the Songs, which reached the number one on Billboard Hot 100 in 1976? It was Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow. So, car key, Kathy Hollister, and Dave Stragan. Dave Stragan. I'm a huge Manilow. Yeah, I enjoyed Barry Manilow. We actually had that album, I Write the Song, and then the Copacabana one. But Barry Manilow. Okay, car key, you get to pick the next category. Okay, she wants the 80s. The 80s. Which Norwegian synth pop band had a 1985 hit with Take On Me? Copacabana, her name was Lola, yep. Which Norwegian synth pop band had a 1985 hit with Take On Me? Okay, we have our answer. It is Aha. Sebastian the Crab got it first with Aha. Donna Jaworski. Coaster Mom. And John spelled it backwards. And Kathy Hollister. Let's see what our John said. No more music questions, please. Donna has to sing every answer. Sorry, Arjons. And Sebastian the Crab gets to pick the category. So Sebastian the Crab gets to pick the category. And we'll do 4 more questions for the evening. So this will be 1 of 4. So Sebastian the Crab. She would like Disney. Disney. Here we go. In A Bug's Life, what is the relationship between Molt and Hopper? In A Bug's Life, what is the relationship between Molt and Hopper? Are they cousins, brothers, or father-son? And we have our answer. It is brothers. Brothers. And Sebastian the Crab got it first. Gotta find your number. Kathy Hollister. Coaster Mom. They're both grasshoppers. But they are brothers. Okay, she would like Disney again. I gotta switch cards here. So hang on. In Hercules, who is the god of the underworld? In Hercules, who is the god of the underworld? Hurricane karaoke over here. Okay, we have Pam's fam with Hades. The answer is Hades. So Pam's fam, Sebastian the Crab, Coaster Mom, and Dave. Coaster Mom and Dave with Hades. With Hades. You should have Sam go live out on the patio unless it's too windy to show us the weather. Okay, she would like the 80s or the 90s. I'm sorry, the 90s. Okay, here we go with the 90s. Who had a number 1 hit with the song Genie in a Bottle? Genie in a Bottle in 1999. Sorry, Arjons. Who had a number 1 hit with the song Genie in a Bottle in 1999? And we have our answer. It is Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera. So Coaster Mom, Donna, and Pam's fam. Pam's fam. Good job. Now, I would not want anybody to go out and risk their lives like that. Although, I know, like, I saw Disney Baker show us around his house and outside, and it was pretty wet and stuff. I did see somebody else before it really got bad out driving around there. Yes, I do know that Christina was from Wexford. So I would not want anybody doing that. Although I'd probably be one of those goofballs that would be out there doing something stupid like that. filming the weather. Okay, let's see who got it first. It was Coaster Mom. You get to pick the next category, Coaster Mom. We have 2 more questions after that. This one and 1 more question after these 2. So Coaster Mom, you get to pick the next category. I will say Donna, Coaster Mom, and Pam's Fam are all pretty close to each other there. Okay, she would like the 80s. Yes, meteorologist Amy. Okay, here we go with the 80s. Oops, I need to. Oh no, here we go. Go ahead, make my day is a famous quote from which character in the film Sudden Impact? Go ahead, make my day is a famous quote from which character in the film Sudden Impact? And we have our answer. It is Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry. So we have Dave Stragan, Coaster Mom, Kathy Hollister, and Donna Jaworski. Donna Jaworski. The 80s. And let's see, Dave, you get to pick the final category, Dave. You get to pick the final category, Dave. So make it a good one. AKA Harry Callahan. Okay, it looks like he is sticking with the 80s. Here we go with the 80s. Which video game originally featured the character Mario? Welcome in, Timothy Rainwaters. Thank you for joining. Which video game originally featured the character Mario? Remember, this is the 80s. And we have our answer. Dave Stragan got it first with Donkey Kong. It was Donkey Kong. So Dave Stragan. Oops. So we have Dave, Donna Jaworski, Karki, and I'll pick one more. Let's see. So we have Dave, Donna, Karki, and Kathy Hollister with Donkey Kong. With Donkey Kong. Okay, everyone, that was the final question. Oh, I play all of them too. They have an arcade. They have a couple arcades in and around the Pittsburgh area that have the old time games, and you pay like for 2 hours and you can play all the games you want. And Donkey Kong was one of my favorites. But I will let you know who the big winner is that time. Thank you, Pam. Our big winner today by 1 point was Donna Jaworski. She had 20 points. Our second place winner is Coaster Mom with 13 points. With 18 points, Coaster Mom. So Donna had first place with 20, Coaster Mom with 18, Pam Spam with 15 points for third place. Fourth place was Kathy Hollister with 14 points. Sebastian the Crab had 9 points. Surfer Girl 326 had 4 points. Ian B 1 point. Billy, Kenzie Days' mom, 5 points. Surf Bum 5 points. Karki 7 points. And Dave Stragan with 7 points. So congratulations, Donna and Coaster Mom and Pam's Fam for the top 3 today. Thank you for running us. Oh, you're welcome. I figure, well, I'll see who comes on. I know some of you are not in good situations, but hopefully you stay safe and hopefully things will move along quickly and you won't have too much damage and everything. So hopefully everything will go well for you and nothing too serious. And for others, I'm glad you stopped in. I know, everyone has different things that you could be watching and doing. So I do appreciate it. So I hope you guys had a great time. I hope it was a good break from the storms and watching the news and the weather and everything like that. And I do pray for all my friends and family that are in Florida and with all their different situations, especially my friends that have homes down in the Fort Myers and area there. So I don't know what we'll see with the updates and everything from them of how their homes did well or not. But yes. So stay safe, everyone. I hope you all have a great evening. Go check out. I know the Disonac crew will be going live. Joy S may be going live later. I know some other people have been doing pop-up streams. Go give them support. I know they're showing the storm and what's going on around their house. Good way to keep in touch as long as you all have electricity and your batteries and stuff stay charged too. Come to Kentucky. It's beautiful here. Yes, I do believe that there, Timothy. I'm in Pennsylvania, but we'll probably get the rain when that all starts moving up the coastline or wherever it's going to end up at. We'll probably have the rain by then. So be safe. Take care, everyone. Thank you all for joining. And I will see you all in the chats. And also, if Monarch Moments goes live, go check that out. And you never know. It might be overnight for a lot of you guys that might be up or whatever. So go be safe. And I will see you all in the chats and let the adventures begin. Good night, everyone, and thank you for joining. Bye.